Okay, this is for Sagittarius or whoever's watching. So tonight at 3:33 a.m. is the blood moon. I hope everybody's got their stuff ready to do your rituals. Okay. Let's see. I want to pull some energies for this moon energy. Okay. I also want to thank everybody who's watched me, supported me. I also do have you guys written down, like in my ritual. I put in there that anybody who watches this video will be blessed, protected. Okay, so if you're seeing this, just know that you've been added in my little ritual for blessings. Okay, let's see. Before people, I know people are always going to say, well, what is it you're using? So it's the Oracle of the Riftwalker, and you can find that on Etsy. It's a pretty cool deck. Well, there's 4 that tried to fly out. I don't want that many yet. Let's see. Oh, the orchard of bounty. When the branches bow heavy, it is time to gather and give thanks. Wow, that's so funny. Because I was just saying that, I thank all of you guys, and I was praying that you guys be blessed. So here's your sign. So, you guys have a lot of blessings coming in. But I was led to do this reading to ask specifically, like, what this moon is going to bring in for you guys. So that's pretty cool. There's going to be a bounty here. It says, time to gather and give thanks. Okay. So make sure you give thanks also to your ancestors, God, and, the guides that you work with tonight. It says, I receive these gifts with open hands and plant new seeds in their honor. The orchard's bounty arrives as a sign of abundance, prosperity, and blessings ripe for the taking. Like a fruit-laden orchard in late summer, this card invites you to recognize the fullness of your life in resources, relationships, creativity, or spirit. It reminds you that abundance is a natural cycle, a dance between growth and harvest. This card calls you to receive with gratitude and humility, to honor the work that led to this moment, and to share your plenty with generosity. True fortune is not measured by accumulation, but by the flow of giving and receiving. The orchard does not hoard its fruit, it offers freely, inviting life to continue thriving. And then it says, you are encouraged to celebrate your blessings, trust in the cycles of nature, and remember that your gratitude will nourish future growth. Okay? So, you guys got a harvest coming in here. Excuse my phone. I have it on because I have to answer emails and stuff. Because I wasn't planning on doing a reading for tonight, but Spirit told me to. So you guys are kind of just added in on the mix because I got a lot going on between stuff. So hold on. Let me pause it just a second. Answer this email. Hold on. Okay. So you guys are going to get some type of blessing here. And it's just saying, have gratitude. It's also saying, if you have it to give, it's not always finances. You can give other things to people. Maybe God will put it on your heart to give to somebody here in the near future. And when you do that, it's like you plant a seed. You're planting a harvest. It's like planting a seed into somebody or into something, and then it comes back to you. But I like that came out, especially because I was like, I had put that in my ritual for you guys, that anybody who sees this video would be greatly blessed and protected and guided. So I like that. Oh, look, wild horses run like the wind. It's so funny because we're in a fire horse year, and then we're the Sagittarius is half horse here. So that's funny. 24. Oh, look, that's back at the bottom again. So let's see what 24 says. 24 also breaks down to a 6, which is family. So let's see. I will not be bridled by fear. I was born to run, not away, but towards the horizon. When wild horses appear, the soul is calling for movement, raw, untamed, and deeply instinctual. This is not a polite nudge, but a thundering force inside you that refuses to be broken. It is time to break free from the fences you've built around your power. The wind does not ask permission to blow, and neither should you. This card speaks to the vital life force that raises you when you answer the inner wildness. Whether it is a leap into change, the pursuit of freedom, or reclaiming your own narrative, wild horses urge you to run without apology. Trust in your pace, trust in your path. You were not meant for small enclosures or softened strides. You were made to gallop with the storm and chase the lightning that lives inside of you. And then it says, what have I outgrown and why am I still staying? Where am I embracing when I should be running? Am I confusing chaos with freedom, or have I simply forgotten how to be wild? So Spirit's like wanting you to take back the narrative. And I see that a lot in your readings, that some of you are dealing with like, narcissists and abusers and stuff like that who wanted to steal the narrative and like paint their own narrative of you. But they want you to realize your power. And I talked about this in a reading not long ago, how you're like a goldfish, and that like somebody wanted to keep you small, like in a little bitty bowl, knowing that if you were put into a bigger, enclosure, like say the ocean, you would become like a whale. So yeah, it's like they want you to break free and realize you have power here. Maybe somebody tried to steal your damn power. They didn't want you to have it. And then we have the great sequoia, ancients among us, towering, enduring, whispering wisdom. Wow. That's another thing, the ancient oaks, like the ancient trees. I've been talking about this too, so you should research them. But you guys are getting some type of ancient wisdom that's whispering to you. That's part of like your calling, part of who you're meant to be. So you have like ancestors and guides here who are giving you secret wisdom, ancient wisdom. That is at the bottom again. You guys are really going to get some type of blessing there. Okay, let's see. I tower high on the shoulders of those who stood before me in the land before time, roots deep in earth, branches reaching the stars, a living witness to legend preserves through the ages. I carry the secrets of history within. The sequoia honors the power and presence of prehistoric wisdom and deep endurance. These ancient giants have witnessed centuries of change, storms, fires, and renewal, and yet they remain steadfast, a living bridge between past, present, and future. You feel called to connect deeply with your destiny and greatness. Okay, it says when this card appears, you feel called to connect deeply with your destiny and greatness. You are discovering strength in history, heritage, or traditions. You need to embody patience, resilience, and grounded presence. Okay, and that's what I've been like teaching you guys, is to honor your ancestors. That's where the magic is, okay? A lot of us were taught, through like religion that we do pray to God and whatever you believe in, but the power is really with your bloodline. It's with the ancestors, okay? Because they can move things around in the spirit that you can't. So honor them, learn your heritage, learn the traditions, keep those traditions, keep them alive, okay? But you're being given secret knowledge, okay? And then it says the sequoia reminds you that you carry the legacies of many lifetimes. Your life is part of a vast living tapestry. Holy shit. But I always tell you guys that we're all connected, that we are one, that we're just one huge big tapestry. And then it says, ancient energy flows through you, offering strength and guidance. But when the storm comes, you must be prepared to call on it. Oh, wow. You hear Maunu right as soon as I said that? What is it, Maunu? She just woke up. when she wakes up, she always cries for me. Offering strength and guidance, but when the storm comes, you must be prepared to call on it. Okay, so they could also be telling you that when like a storm comes into your life, you know, you're going to have to call on this ancient wisdom that they've been teaching you so that like you're prepared. And then it says, what ancient wisdom flows through me now? How can I stand tall in my own truth while honoring my roots? If put to the test, will I preserve? Am I as grounded as I want to be in this situation? Okay, so there could be somebody that's coming to test your freaking nerves. Somebody you've already had a storm with. And you may, since you're away from them or away from certain situations, you could think that you're very grounded. You're at peace. You're like, no, I got my shit together. I'm grounded or whatever. But then when this shows up or something shows up, are you really as grounded as you think? Okay, so it's like, be ready to call on like that wisdom, you know, when that happens. And 17 breaks down to an 8. So that's some type of like karma. Okay, so this could be like a karmic or something coming to test you or something. I mean, what's new, right? 11, the broken antler. What once made you strong cannot come with you. Look at the little fairies. The other day I mentioned the fairies. You see the fairies? Some of you guys are really being called out. I told you, like, being called out to the forest. I don't remember what reading I don't know if that was an extended or on here, but a lot of you have been being called to go to nature. Okay, it's going to help heal you, and that's also where a lot of the wisdom is when you're outside. But somebody can't come with you, okay? And that may be hard for you to accept, but it's like you gotta cut your losses here. Okay, you're headed somewhere else. Let's see. Let me read a little bit of this. It says, I was your crown, your armor, your weight. You leaned on me, grew into me, called me yours, but I was never meant to stay. I break not to punish, but to free. The broken antler marks the moment when a once needed strength, identity, or dependency must be released. Like the stag that sheds its antlers after the season turns, you are being called to let go of something you once depended on to survive, to fight, or to be seen. Antlers are a source of power, protection, dominance, visibility, but they are temporary. They must fall for new ones to grow, and you must learn who you are without them. This may be a relationship that once felt essential, a belief that once held your world together, a habit, a persona, or emotional crutch that defended you during hardship. Oh, some of you guys are also going to have to let go of old belief systems. And that makes sense because it says an emotional crutch that defined you during hardship. So, you know, some of you, Spirit's trying to teach you ancient wisdom. And I just said a minute ago, we were not taught anything about ancestors. We were not, like, some of us, yeah, like, you could have family that teaches you to keep the traditions and stuff like that. But a lot of people were taught, like, the religion aspect. But there's something else that they're trying to teach you. And so you may have to let go of a lot of these old belief systems. Okay? But again, it could also be somebody who they're wanting you to leave behind, because you got somewhere else to be. I tell you this all the time too. It's like they cannot go. There could have been somebody who was hindering you from like your life purpose too. Oh wow, 33. Before the compass, into the unknown, the quiet trail of intuition, the prayer whispered only to yourself. Yeah. They're guiding you to your north node, to your true north here. 33, that's the Christ consciousness number too, okay? And this card here was 11, and 11 is like knowledge too. So you're getting like some type of secret knowledge here. Your intuition is leading you to something, and they want you to listen to that, okay? So, I want to pull from this Isis Oracle deck, because that's what I was guided to get. Manu is now sitting to the right of me. So there's something special about that, because she usually, sometimes she doesn't always sit by me when I'm doing readings. She's old. She's like 21 now, so she likes to lay in her heated bed. She has a heating pad with a bed and in 2 different rooms. So if she wants to switch rooms, but for some reason she's sitting to the right of me right now. So yeah, there's something about that. You could have an ancestor sitting to the right of you. Truth is unveiled, the revelation of Isis. So you're about to get some type of truth, some type of revelation. What is he holding? Oh, it kind of looks like he's burning, like, okay, so he could be doing some type of ritual too, like where he's burning something, an offering. Truth unveiled. I gotta find it in the book. Oh, let me see if I passed it. Nope, it's back here somewhere. Oh wow, look. Look what I just seen. 333. So this is crazy because tonight is the 333. It's March 3rd. The 3-3. So that's and that's ancestors too. The 333 is ancestors. So that I was meant to go to that spot. Where is this? The truth revealed. Truth revealed. Well, you think it would be TR, but oh, here it is. Okay, there are times when appearances of people, places, and things are truly deceptive. You will sense that when something feels uncomfortable within you, when you notice feelings of anxiety or doubt within you. You may think that there is something wrong with you, but actually you are intuitively sensing that all is not as it appears. It is wise to trust your inner feeling rather than being convinced by outward appearance. There is a situation in your life, especially involving relationships, where something is not as it's being made out to be. To avoid undue suffering later on, Isis guides you to the truth and revelation now. Ooh, okay. So, there, like I said, you know, there's somebody they're trying to get you to leave behind. It says the revelation of Isis is needed when something or someone is not as outwardly appears to be. No matter how sacred it may seem, a family relationship, a shared history, there are times when, although it is more painful to admit the truth than short term, in the long term, it will save you so much suffering and feelings of being duped, misled, manipulated, used, or abused. It will also make it more likely that the situation or relationship can grow into a healthier expression if possible. You cannot heal what is not revealed. Isis is with you now to help you realize the truths, to admit that you're probably already sensed it anyway, and to make wise use of these revelations now. The Oracles of Truth Unveiled speaks of a time to come when you will realize true perception. What you thought was trustworthy, legitimate, or reliable may turn to sand, crumbling before your eyes. This may be a friendship, a job, an offer of some kind, or even the behavior of a loved one, causing you to question their real commitment or respect in a family or romantic relationship. What is important here is to realize that when you see the truth, you can act appropriately. You will not proceed with inappropriate expectations, and you can reassess your boundaries and priorities to get the most out of a situation and not suffer undue disappointment later on. Isis was betrayed by her brother Set, who, out of his great jealousy, so they are, okay, you know, I keep picking up on this in your readings. that you had somebody who was around you, like, was very jealous of you and in competition with you, and it looked like it was a lover. And it was like this person wanted to, like, do you in. It keeps coming out in some of the readings. It's quite disturbing. And it says, Isis was betrayed by her brother Set, who out of his great jealousy murdered her beloved Osiris. Now Isis was able to demonstrate great spiritual strength and healing power to resurrect her beloved Osiris, and not all was lost. She also learned a painful and valuable lesson, that it was wise to take our intuitive feelings seriously, and to recognize a snake in the grass when there is one. When pregnant with her divine child Horus, which is crazy, that's my grandfather's name, she ran and hid from Set, recognizing that he was destructive and dangerous, honoring what she knew and not pretending that all would be fine. And in doing so, her child was able to be born. In the same way, there are creative impulses and new life within you that need to be protected until they are strong enough to withstand negativity, undermining by another out of jealousy or fear. Even a close friend whom you love and who loves you may struggle with your creative side, perhaps because they are yet to tap into their own creativity. It is best to be honest with yourself and know that sometimes, out of sense of kindness, the fragile creative beginnings of a project or new habit or interest need to be protected. Like Isis, you must protect that which needs to be where something or someone could harm rather than nourish new life. You are being guided with this oracle to trust your judgment about someone's motives and intentions. If you feel something is not quite right, then give your discernment a chance to fully form so that you can see the truth. The more emotionally detached you allow yourself to be, the clearer your assessment of a person, situation, or offer is likely to be. If you've been thinking that you already see the truth in a situation, this oracle is confirmation of the accuracy of that perception, and that further confirmation that you are seeing something accurately will be given, if requested. Ask for revelation and be patient. Clear perception is imminent and will help you make wise choices. And then there's like a ritual that you can do. It says to call upon Isis who loves you unconditionally. I call upon you 3 times, beloved guide and priestess. Okay, so here it is. If you want to like screenshot it, I don't know if I can get it in the hold on, I'd have to fold it to get it to fit here without running into that. There you go. Gift me with vision now in the distortion of the vow that blocks the eye within my brow. I receive the knowing clear without doubt, shame, or fear. Lies and deception disappear. Revelation of Isis come to me swift. Thank you for the sight, the truth, the gift. Confusion into clarity, I now do shift. I get that. They want you to leave somebody behind. If you've been suspecting that somebody, I don't care if it's a friend, a lover, a family member, a coworker, if you've already been suspecting that somebody's jealous of you, you have to cut your losses. That this is a warning, okay? This read has now turned into a warning. Whoever you are, you're creating something, and it needs to be protected, because there is somebody around you who wants to ruin that. They want to ruin your creative endeavors. It may even be like a relationship. It could be your work. It could be anything. Somebody around you has the evil eye on you. And so in order to protect what you're building, you have to cut your losses with this person. Okay, so this has now turned into a warning read, okay? The moon is revealing the truth. And then look, talisman of potency, changing sacred objects into power. Now, I did an extended where I taught you guys how to do a ritual to make a talisman. So that if you still need something like that and you don't know how to do it, that extended is $8. But if not, you can try to do it on your own. But somebody needs to make a talisman to protect you from this energy, okay? Yeah, that's crazy. And I was guided to get this book out tonight specifically, and now I know why. Every time they tell me to get something, I do it, and it's this plain as day what they're getting at here. Wow. So you have a lot of blessings coming in, a lot of, you're going to have a lot of wisdom that they're like bestowing upon you, but it definitely, you need to have protection. So I'm going to pause it, answer this email, and then I'm going to do the tarot, and we're going to pull and see who this person is. Maybe we can get a clue as to who they are. Okay, so hold on. Okay, so let's see. Who is the spirit that they need to be aware of? Who is this person? Can you give us some clues to who this is? Oh, maybe that, that could be, it could be somebody who's really close to you. That's why Manu was there. She's done got up now. She's done now. She's headed back over to her heated bed. Okay, so she came literally long enough for me to read that Isis card. This person is like a right-hand man or somebody who's close to you. And cats also are spiritual protectors, so this is somebody who's close to you. She only sat there long enough for that dang card to be read. That's interesting. So this is like somebody you would consider a really good friend or a great companion or something. Three of Pentacles. Capricorn energy. Somebody you work with. Somebody who you've been working with. King of Wands flew out. So this is an Aries, Leo, Sag. This is not you. This is a fire energy. This person's been watching what you've been creating. This person's been keeping an eye on you. Yeah, they're watching your work. They're watching you build something. They're jealous. They're jealous of your work. Huh, that's crazy. Four of Wands reverse. You see how these two people in the upright, they're celebrating together? But in the reverse, they don't want you to celebrate. They want to ruin your stability, sabotage what you're working on. The Lovers and the Devil. Yeah, this person could know that this person can know that you love something, okay, whatever you're working on. Whatever you're working on, they see it as a threat here. So this could be your own dang lover. They want you tied to them so that you're distracted. So that you don't follow your soul's calling here. So they could also use distractions a lot. Like, hey, do you want to go do this or go do that? Stuff like that. And you see again, you see how she's chained to a goat? And then the devil is the goat up here. And these people are chained. So, and again, this person's like right next to her. Strength reversed. So they want to keep you like so distracted that you don't have like the strength to resist them. Because there's two cards in tarot that outdo the devil. That's the Strength card and Temperance. So the fact that the Strength card is in reverse, they don't want you to have that protection. The Moon. Oh, they also want to keep you fear-based. So, like, the Moon is exposing this person tonight. But also, like, so say you believe in different spiritual paths than this person. They're trying to tell you what you're doing is wrong. Put fear in you. tell you don't go down that path, you know, something like that. They could try to convince you that, you know, what you're doing is the devil, or there's something here that they're trying to get you under an illusion to distract you from something that you want to work on, whether that's a health goal, a creative project, I mean, anything, okay? Or move on to a new relationship. It's different for everybody. You know, you'll even hear stories about, so say that you want to go to the gym and lose 30 pounds, and then you have a friend who all of a sudden starts wanting to buy you cookies every day and Starbucks. Like, come on, put two and two together. Stuff like that. Like, people, when they're jealous, they do things to sabotage you. This person's like trying to figure out a way to hold you back. Yeah, 8 of Wands. They want to get you in a position where you have no protection. With because the Strength and the Knight of Wands are protective energies. Those are protection energies. So they want to come in and remove these walls you have up, these boundaries you have up, these barriers. And they're watching you. This is somebody who could have hurt you a lot too already. They want to affect your emotions too. This is somebody who wants you emotionally unstable. And they don't want you to be able to fight back. They want to leave you defenseless. And they want to take your strength from you. So they could do things to mess with your emotions, to keep you off balance so that you can't work on your goals. Also, if this was like a lover who had you in a third party, they're like leaving that third party to come towards you and apologize. So this person's going to try to come back and get in your good graces. Yeah, but they're doing it with lies and deceit. This person has like deception. They've already done something to you. They were already like non-committal to you. They want to take something from you. Like, they don't want you to focus on your higher calling here. Oh, they were rejecting you. Now they don't want to reject you anymore. They want to come back. This is somebody who's coming back. Yeah, they were juggling you. Now they're going to come back and say they don't want to juggle you anymore. Oh, yeah. They're going to tell you that whoever they were entertaining, some type of new love, they're leaving that person to come back to you. They're headed right to you. Yeah, because you're the earth angel and you got something you're working on and they don't like it. Wow. Wow. Huh. Look, they were involved with another lover. They're going to try to tell you that person was just a friend, by the way. They say she's just a friend. Oh, baby, you. Bullshit. They are not a friend. I don't know why. My mind associates every damn thing with a song. They're coming straight to you, okay? They're looking at you. I think you turned your back on this person already. Or they turned their back on you. They want to come back, reconcile with the earth angel here. They're watching you. They feel like you're in the star, 6 of Wands energy. And they feel like this is what you're working on right here. 10 of Pentacles. So if you've been getting intuitive nudges to start working with your ancestors, to start manifesting things, to start working on a project or something like that, you need to listen to that guidance, okay? Because whatever you create will become very abundant. But there's somebody here who wants to come in and distract you from that. They don't, and they're very jealous of you. This is somebody who's very jealous of you. And they want to block others from coming in and giving you attention too. Like, they're jealous of people like loving you. Like they don't want people to love you. Okay. So that you're dealing with somebody who's also very egotistical with like that Leo energy. But man, yeah, this is somebody who's very jealous. Wow. Ooh, they could be being quiet right now, but they're about to come out of that, so they're about to break their silence. But they want to come in and get you trapped, like back in a mental prison. This person could have at one point had a lot of like a stronghold on you, is what I'm hearing. So there could have been like a stronghold that this person had on you. With because they just said, I just heard stronghold. With the strength reverse, they used to have a very strong hold over your mind. They don't have that over you no more. Their intuition knows that. So they got to return. Yeah. They want to come out of the cold. Yeah, this person's real bitter towards you too. They're holding that back too with the Queen of Swords reverse, Four of Pentacles. This is somebody who's also very selfish. Queen of Pentacles reverse. So they're, you know, the Queen of Pentacles reverse is like somebody who's bitter. But this person's coming in as the King of Cups, Ace of Swords reverse, Six of Cups. So they're not going to be honest with you. And they want to get you an illusion. And they're hoping that you still are under some type of an illusion that they used to have you under. Yeah, and they're going to try to take from you. Six of Pentacles reverse. So this is somebody who will just come in, take from you, take your time, take your energy, take your love, your emotions, and distract you from what like Spirit's trying to get you to protect. So, you know, we've seen a lot of good, how Spirit's trying to give you knowledge and work with you. This is not good. Like, if you let this person come back, it's not going to be good. Let's pull some signs. So this is a warning. Okay, and remember that one oracle said it was like the tall oak or something? It said, be ready to call on that energy when the storm comes. So this person's about to blow in. And they need you to, you know, like I said, you may think that you're rooted, you're grounded, you're strong. Because you're not with that person or they're not in front of your face. So let's see how strong you are when they show up, is what Spirit's saying. Remember that. Because this person used to have a stronghold on you. And a lot of you, I can hear you now saying, oh, I'm not taking it back, da da da. Like I said, when they're in front of your face and they're telling you everything you want to hear and offering to give you everything that they once wouldn't give you, let's see. Okay? Because some of you, this person's going to try to come back and act like they've changed. We have Aquarius, Aries, Taurus, Aquarius, Aries, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Capricorn, let's see, Sag, Scorpio again, damn Virgo, and Libra, Gemini, Leo, Sag you get at the bottom. So those could be some of the signs. So this moon just snitched on this person. It's like, maybe you didn't think you've been waiting for this person to come back, or you didn't think they would. Look what's at the bottom, telephone. So you're about to hear from them. Yeah, peace, peace, harmony. This person wants to make peace with you. Knowledge, learning, history. Okay, so you, like I said, you guys are like getting downloads of knowledge. And then look, here goes the horse energy. It's funny, they told you to be that wild horse. It says victim mentality, confusion, tunnel vision, resist clarity, restriction, narrow focus, echo chamber, denial, out of touch. So this is how this person wants you. Blind as a bat. And they want you brittled. You know how, like, so earlier we seen the wild horses? Your ancestors are telling you, hey, you're meant to roam free. You are not meant to be like this. This is not y'all. But this is how this person wants you. Okay? You're over here at peace. You're about to be receiving a lot of knowledge from, you know, the guides and the ancestors. But this person wants to come in and get you back like this. With the dang blindfolds on, okay, back to your victim mode, woe is me and shit, and, you know, the thing in your mouth so you can't talk, okay? And then it says, train, moving on, life's journey, new endeavor, going away, one direction, keep going forward. So, no resistance, it says too. Keep going forward, okay? And it says, resources needed, materials, flow, wealth, essence of life, blood, nourishment, sweetness, energy, vitality, grounded, roots, abundant, physical health, life, force. Virgo energy. It's interesting that it says resources needed, materials, and then coin toss. Choices, either or, be fair, considering pros and cons, fate, equal, two sides to every story, butterfly effect. Either way, 50-50 chance, unpredictable, can't decide, take a chance. Wow. So you're literally, if you deal with this person, you are 50-50 chance of what your fate's going to be. It's like a coin toss. And it's going to be a butterfly effect. If you go back to this person or this situation, you're taking a huge risk here. And then we have within a few months. This situation or event has potential to develop or unfold within a few months. But it has 5 right there. And I heard within 5 days. And then this came out reversed. This Leo energy. And it says dynamite, excitement, passion, action, suspense, destroy, power keg, fantastic, energetic breakup, catalyst for change, explosive, short fuse, firecracker, blast, sudden, unexpected, fast. Yeah, this is coming in faster than you realize. Okay? This person has a short fuse too. They have an anger issue. Ooh. You can't make this shit up, Sag. I'm telling you. I'm fucking telling you. This person... Okay, this is you guys. You're the constellation. Network, support, associatings, arrangements, a collection, exchanging data, influence. You, a large amount or quantity. You guys have the ability to really network and do some great things here. But guess what came out with it? So you're expanding. That's what you're meant to do. Guess what came out with it? Possessive, codependent, cling, restless, oblivious, controlled, sing away, want freedom without consent, dominating, watched, hostage, confined, jealous, trapped, predator. This person is telling you, bitch, get back in the fucking cage. And I'm telling you, that's exactly what I heard when I seen this card. Bitch, get back in the fucking cage. That's the 8 of Swords. And in the, like, the Orisha 8 of Swords deck, that's where somebody captures a beautiful bird and puts it in a cage. And that's exactly what this person wants to do with you. This is their plans for you. God has this for you, okay? You are the stars. You're the constellation. You're supposed to have all of this knowledge and spread it far and wide. This person, nope. You go back to them, this is how you're going to be looking. And that's why they're saying it's a 50-50 coin toss. So some of you guys are actually going to be thinking about this. That's why they was warning with that tree oak thing, saying, remember when the storm comes to call on that energy. So you're going to have to call in strength from something beyond you in order to overcome this. And I'm telling you, I guarantee you, a good 500 of you right now saying, oh, no, 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 I will not go back to that person. But as soon as they get in front of you, it's going to be a different story. I'm telling you. Telling you. They could be telling you everything you've ever wanted to hear. I don't know, but this is a warning read. Okay? You got somewhere to be. And it ain't with this person. So tell them to fly a kite. Oh, look at that. You guys, this is your ancestors. Okay? Loyalty, faithful, allegiance, commitment, support system, tribe. They're also telling you, if you will like take the leap of faith to cut this out, they are going to put other people in your life who you're meant to be with. Okay. They're going to bring in like your soul tribe, kindred spirits. And then look at that universe, source, infinite, unending, enduring, creation, awakening, interconnected, heaven, higher perspective, the big picture, all that is creative force, the law of one. And that's what I've been teaching you. That we're all a tapestry, okay? You guys are meant to expand. And they're going to try, this person's so jealous that they're going to try to ruin you. Yeah, look at this. Look, you see the cards flying? And it says, at this time, the situation is in a state of flux. Anything could happen. So... oh yeah, look, and then handcuffs. They want you defenseless. I'm telling you, they're preying on you. This person's targeting you. They want you defenseless. I told you that. With the strength reverse, the Knight of Wands reverse, it's very important that this person makes you submit. They want you to submit, feeling powerless, handicapped, suppressed, detained by external forces. This person wants complete control over you. Okay? That's what their goal is. But they're also very jealous, so they want to like end what you're working on. And Spirit's telling you to protect it. Ooh, they want to cause you a tower. They're telling me to cut. Yeah, look. Whatever you're working on, whatever success you have, they want to uproot that. This person wants to cause you a really... ooh, look, look, look. You cannot make this shit up. So those of you who are doing a ritual tonight, I would freaking maybe add this person in it that they stay away from you. Because this person is coming back and they're obsessed with you. This is an obsession. This person wants you tied to them. Yeah, they're going to come in as that King of Cups. Real loving. Yeah, and they're codependent, see? Nine of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, they're worrying. This person's worrying about something too. They could be worrying about like family or people you have around you. So this person's like stressed out and they feel like they're being like they need to hurry and rush in and get back to you. Why? I'm going to ask why and then I'm getting off here. Ooh, because you're the star. They're watching you. Look at how you're standing in your power. This person also sees you going to a new lover. Yeah, look at this. This person's looking at you as the star. They're like, oh, Sagittarius is kind of sexy. Like, they see you as a star. Okay. Well, at least they know who the hell you are, right? Okay, whatever. And then I guess they should have acted right though. But look, then here you are standing in your power. Oh, look, and you got the black cat next to you. And then you walk away and you're headed right into the Two of Cups with a new lover. You're no longer juggling. So you're no longer going to be going back and forth if you should do this or not. And then look, you run right into a new lover. So you could have a new lover. This person knows that. They want to ruin that too. So they want to ruin anything you love. No happy time for you, bitch. Back to the fucking cage. back to the cage, bitch. Okay? It's like, back to the fucking cage, all right? I love you guys. We'll see you next time.